Okay, hello guys, another day, another video. Just having a normal day, same as usual, by myself. I'm sort of dying today because I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting my son or not. It is horrible going this way where I don't know until right before I get him whether I'm going to have him or not. So this sort of arrangement is what gives me a lot of triggers. Basically a field trigger to use when I find out he's not down. So the way to combat this is to go and get my subs now before I find out for sure whether he's coming or not. That way, if he's not coming down, then I'll have already taken my subs and there'll be no point in using. But yeah, I'm sort of crossing my fingers hoping that he'll come down, but I don't know, a lot of the times when I'm not sure, it usually means he's not coming. Usually I'd be sure if I was going to get him, but I don't know, just to see how it goes. I'm thinking of just turning my phone off after this video and not waiting to hear either way and just showing up to get him. He finishes school at 1:45, so I was thinking of just doing that. That way I can talk face to face with his mum about why I'm not getting him or something, and he can make his own mind up. See, I'll have my nephew today. My sister's wee one is staying with us, me and my mum, so I really wanted my son down while my nephew's here because they're like best friends, and yeah, I just like them to have the day together. So I don't know, I'm maybe worrying over this for no reason, but for me today, I'm not really doing anything. I'm planning to go to my boxing club later tonight. It's on every Monday and Wednesday and Friday. I usually don't get there on Friday, so tonight I'd rather go so I can at least been twice this week. Really craving sort of like a coffee or something at the minute. I don't know, I'm just trying to go without substances, but I don't know, guys. Sometimes just wondering, what am I doing here? Why haven't I flipping ended myself yet? I feel like that. Or why haven't I went back to school? You know, I could go back to school and learn something. I was quite smart in school. I was in the top class. Well, the second top class, but I only got moved down because I purposefully stopped trying in second year, and I got moved down after that. But I don't know, guys. I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the point of this is anymore. I was glad to see that people are still watching my videos. Not many people, but like 12 views and all from yesterday's video, so it's 12 more people than I know, so I appreciate it. And your man on there, Jordan, who always replies, I appreciate your help and your advice because it does help me through. A lot of the times when I'm struggling, I just need to ask somebody or tell somebody how I'm feeling, and a lot of the times you fix your own problem when you're trying to explain what's wrong. Because if you really think about it, there is nothing really wrong with you at any one time. Like right now, what's wrong with me right now? Well, my son might not come down, that's one thing that's wrong with me, but like, it's not the end of the world. I will still see him, so I'll still see him eventually. I don't know, guys, I'm just sort of rambling this morning. I was talking yesterday about the early days of my addiction. I realised I forgot to mention how I got started on heroin. I sort of try and put myself in the same box everyone else does, where they originally got prescribed pain medication, which is sort of true. I was prescribed oxynorm, like a morphine, but that was only while I was recovering from an operation. That sort of gave me a taste for it. And then I was also prescribed tramadol, which is like a synthetic sort of opiate, and I got addicted to that. And then I always wanted that the oxys again, so I started taking oxys, and then I found a contact for oxys online one time, and it was someone in Belfast, and I went to meet her, and she gave me a liquid oxynorm, and it was the same stuff I was on in the hospital, but I didn't realise it was a liquid, and it was, so I had to find some way to inject it, and she told me where to get needles, and I was saying to her, if I'm taking this, I might as well just take heroin. And she was a heroin addict, so she ended up getting me sorted. And she'd actually lived in America, in Las Vegas, for a time. So I always just referred to her as the American girl, but she was actually from here. She just had an American accent. But yeah, I don't blame her for me getting started on it, because it was me that asked her, can you not get me heroin then? And she could, and I had already taken heroin before myself, so I can't really blame the prescription drugs for it, when really I'd already found heroin before I was ever prescribed opiates. And I sort of always was addicted to the idea of it after I smoked it. So yeah, that's just a bit of background on myself. Before that, I've been heavily addicted to that methadone that was about, not methadone, mephedrone. It's sort of like a bit like ecstasy. I'd been addicted to that. It was like a legal high that you could buy online. I'm sure some of you remember it, but yeah, they called it like MCAT and all sort of names for it. But yeah, that was my introduction to drugs when I was 17. When I say introduction to drugs, obviously I'd smoked weed before then, but that was my introduction to harder drugs, you would say. Then I started taking coke, and I never really liked coke at the start because it never really did anything for me while I was on methadone, but eventually I got into coke after I quit the meth. And then heroin just sort of creeped in, and at that point in my life I was real depressed, so I just started taking it, and little did I know I was just creating more depression for myself. I should have really known it. All my good friends told me to stay away from it, but I didn't listen. But I don't know, guys, I'm just gonna go now. I don't really have much to say. I'm still hanging in there, so I hope nobody worries about me or anything, because there's nothing to worry about really. I'm still hanging in there, so I'll just go now, guys. Shorter video today. Yesterday's was quite long, so I made up for that. So I'll just go. Have a good day, everyone. Stay clean and keep safe. Cheerio.